City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. The city's road construction and improvements have been going on for a month. Our Public Works Director talks about the process in picking what projects need to be done and where. And the local school district offers high school classes in business and marketing. We'll hear from a local business owner who was a guest speaker at that class. City Happenings for the week of April 14th is next.
There's heavy road construction going on in the city. City Happenings asked the city's Public Works Director how the projects are decided.
A lot of it's money, and then a lot of it's traffic volume and what needs to be done for safety. The 84th Street overlay, that's basically 4 lanes. The surface right now was done 8-9 years ago. It's asphalt's wearing out. Seeing a lot of degradation and that in our asphalt surface, so we're milling that, putting a new surface there, so we've got a safer and more smooth surface for the travel. But the Washington Street reconstruction, we've got basically 2 lanes, and we've just, if you're there in the morning or if you're there at night, you see the stacking and the turn movement, a lot of restrictions in that. And with the new Midlands Place Mall and just the development in that, traffic volumes and accidents just require us to make improvements there. There's a lot of studies that go on. It depends on development that's happening around. We do have, by state statute, each community has to have a 1 and a 6 year road plan. It's got to be, we've got to have one of those on, state requires that we have one of those passed and approved prior to March 1st of every year. So we have a number of projects and that are in our 1 and 6 year road plan. We try to keep moving them up. Some get moved up, just depends on the severity and the need and that. So we do that, and then a lot of it is based on just on development and traffic patterns.
2 local teens are recognized at the state legislature for their volunteer efforts.
I was nervous at first because, it's the legislature. But it was also pretty cool to, meet the senators and actually be inside and on the floor of the legislature and see how cool and all the artwork was.
It was kind of overwhelming at first, but it ended up being super, super fun. It was really cool to meet all the different people that were there because they all shared the same interests as you. So that was really fun. And it was really it was just very, very cool to be able to see everything that goes on down there.
It does feel really nice because we are being recognized for what we're doing, and usually a lot of people don't do that.
I was really, really surprised when I got the email about it. I had no idea what was going on or anything like that, but it was incredibly, I felt so honored that they would even think about us. I didn't even know they did things like that, so that was really cool.
I actually really liked working here because, it's the library. And I'm used to being in the library, and I love reading, so I love doing whatever Kathleen wants us to do. I think it gives sort of a sense of responsibility and respect, and it will help with whatever job you have in the future. I think, being able to take orders and have your own sense of responsibility and being able to follow through and just being able to do the job itself will help.
I love it here. It's always been kind of my place to come and hang out, even before I started volunteering when I was younger. I love it. It always feels really comfortable and really homey, so it's great. It started off as a need for it, on our National Honor Society application, and then I ended up loving it so much I just never left. We do Saturday programs, and those are just so much fun because we always get to work with the kids, and we get to shelve the YA books, so that's nice. You get kind of a first grab at those. Those are great.
I volunteer because I not only want to, but because I'm interested in volunteering and helping those people that actually need it.
Well, I want to be a librarian, so it's kind of perfect.
A local business owner shares his thoughts and success with a local high school class.
Coming and connecting with the community is important for the business leaders, but for me personally, it's just really fun. I really enjoy coming to speak to students and sort of talking about what I do, because I remember being a high school student and not really knowing what I wanted to do with my life, and so I think the more that you hear from people out there in the community about what they do and that sort of thing, the more options that you may have. I mean, a lot of these students may not think I really want to be a franchisee of some sort of concept, and to be able to come in here and actually talk a little bit about what I do. Hopefully they'll be interested in, and maybe some of them will choose to do that. I just hope they come away with a little bit of a better understanding of kind of why I made the choices that I did and the kind of business that I got into, so that they can get a sense of whether it's a right fit for them. But more importantly, just generally, even if it's not my type of business, if they're just interested in business generally, I think that'd be a great thing. America, probably more than any other country in the world, is really an entrepreneurial country. I mean, this country grew from entrepreneurship and from people like these students who ultimately will make a decision at some point whether to start their own thing, and it's just really. I think these classes are in a lot of ways more important or as important as some of the fundamentals like English or math or something like that, because these are the useful skills that they'll actually be able to take to the real world and hopefully apply and be successful.
Why pick Papillion for your store?
That's an easy one. I mean, Papillion is one of the best communities in the country, and it's been incredibly supportive for us. For example, I don't know if since we've opened our store, we actually were the highest volume opening for Dunkin' Donuts in the country for our first year. So it speaks to the community and the community's support of local businesses. Yeah, we were so happy to be here and wouldn't be anywhere else.
A big thank you to everyone who made the annual Easter egg hunt successful. Staff, volunteers, and participants, without any of you, this popular city-sponsored event wouldn't happen or succeed. Thank you to all of you. Please register for the 7th annual half marathon, 10K run, and 5K run. Go to the city's recreation webpage and click on Papillion Race Series. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. And of course, information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org. Or just call the Mayor's hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.